Hello everyone, today I'm here for CC Design and I'm using the cute sweater sitter Swissy. That's a tongue twister. I have to do it really slow. So yeah, I had it on top too. Alright, for the dies I used the pine cone dies and the card mat dies and the scallop oval die and the stitch oval die. I just couldn't find the pocket, so that's why I put the pictures. And here's the papers that I used for it. It's all from Doodlebug. So I used 3 different ones because that's what's nice about Doodlebug. They get, a pad will match the other pad because all their coordinating colors are perfect together, right? So here is my card base. So it's 4 1/4 by 5.5. And there's the first layer. And I'll just set it on top with a nice little white frame around. And I used the die to cut my little panel, so there's stitching all around. I just used again the card mat die for it. And here's my oval. And it has like a wood grain on that one. And that one I forgot to show, I think, the pad for it. It just looks like paper you use at school. It has all lines, but it has all different colors to match. So here's some flowers that I used. I just used the one that has like a faded look. And here's the little strip for the inside. It's one thing with Doodlebug, you always look at the other background. It's like, oh, but it's so cute. So it's a good thing to always buy 2 2 of those pads, so then if you run out, you still have more. There's my chickadees, put it on the side, and there it is. And I just put a little piece of glue so it just holds it so it doesn't pop up for, when I'm playing with it there. And there's my image, and I'll go and color my cute little girl first, and then we'll do the little stool after. Had a few different ideas for this one, and yeah, I wasn't sure where I was gonna go with it, but it turned out beautiful. I was gonna do it way harder. I was like, okay, no. So I used the E21 in 23. I am doing a little different on the skin today. Yeah, out of my comfort zone here. But as you will see, the E13 is back in there. The E11 I'll be using again. I'm just adding the 33 and the 21. That's a little different. So yes, and I love the combination. And here I got my 11, and I'm gonna pull that a lot more in. So cute, those little girls. And I keep my 11 there because it helps with the lighter shade just to drag it. And I'll just close it all up and blend that. And finish my little hands and my little neck. So here we go. We're gonna do our hair at E23. I have my glasses and it's still blurry. And I'm just doing the tips here. So I did a little different. I usually use in the 30s, and this time I went in the 20s. And here I got the 27. And of course I'll be bringing some pencil at the end. And somebody did ask me about my nibs, so I did do a little part on my video about that. So yes. So I'm just doing that. And I will bring in the 27 again because I like that nice deep color at the end. And here I'm going to do the jeans, let that sit for a bit because I don't want to lose all my streaking. So that is why I left my hair be for a bit. And that's the B93 and 97. I did the wrong nib here. And I will bring in the 99. Usually I don't go that dark and I really like the look, so I'm sure I'm going to use that 99 again. Really like it. It's nice and deep. See, a 99. And then I will bring back the 97 to help blend that dark color in. So that's what I'm doing right now. And 95. I was gonna try the ripped jeans. I really want to try that, so maybe next time I'll try it on like one of these off camera and see if I can pull it, and then maybe show you guys. Yeah, I never tried it yet, and she would be perfect for that. The little knees showing a bit. Yeah, I was running late on this video, so that's why I said no, I need to go with what I know. So here I got the 25, so the E25. And I bring back, like I said, the 27 just to get that dark shade again in. I find sometimes you lose it, so it's all good. You can always bring it back in. And I had forgot the little shoes. There's a little bit of skin showing. So here we go. We've got all our colors again, the same colors we used. The 21, the 25. The 13. So yes, I did say the wrong color here when I was doing a face. I said 23, I think. So I used a 35, 35. And here I got the 23 to finish off my hair. I love that color of hair, so we'll be totally using that again. Like I say, you get comfortable on a color and then you just go to it. So I'm trying here not to close it all off. I want some of that highlight still showing. I was doing this video and I stopped my filming, I think 6 times. Somebody came over, somebody's asking a question. Yeah, 6 times. So you have to copy and paste and edit so many times. Okay, so here I have the V15, and I think I filled up my V15 with the 17 because it's really dark. It's same color as that one, so I did something wrong. And the one that's V15 is really sticky, so I was having trouble. The shoes didn't give me that much trouble, but the shirt did. So here I'm blending it in a bit, and I'm thinking I need a lighter shade, so I do bring a lighter shade here. Is the 22, I think. I'll show you in a second. Yeah, V22. And I'm touching the dim just to... But I will realize that my V15 is not the right color, because I grab a different one after. It is so much lighter, so I had to go back with the sticky one and finish it off because it wasn't working. I needed the shoes to match the little vest. And that 22 really blends in and lifts that 15. So that's why I'm going a couple times. So I'm just laying a light shade, the 22 first. And I got the 17. I see it's really sticky, so I try it and see how it's really light. That's supposed to be that color. And I seen, well, it's not gonna work, so I went back to my sticky one and I blended in. And I'll bring the 22 and just fill it in and go in with the 15. That's not 15, like I said. Must have did a mistake when I was filling. I did a bunch of refills that day, so I have to mark that one. That's wrong. And that's the 22. I'm going back in and fill it in. I wasn't gonna start over, so I had to make it work. And I take the 17 here and did the little heart. So now I got the RV 32 and 34 for the shirt. And just doing the white highlights in the eyes. Because a lot of times you go past it with the skin color. And here is the brown pencil for all the skin color. I'm going a little heavier with it. So I used the same color that I usually use, but I just went a little heavier with my pressure. And I'll blend that in. And here is the brown that I used for the hair. And I'm going nice and heavy also with the pressure. And I said this before in my last video, when you're blending the darker shade in, you're not going to drag it all. You just want it to be a nice blend. You want to keep that dark tip, so you're just blending a little bit inwards. Love the way it came out. The hair is perfect. All right, so here is the nibs that I usually use. So here's the size. And this is the tool that you can use, and you're just gonna scrape your ends off and take the colors off. But what I do, because I don't like waiting for my nibs to be dry, see that I have a bunch of them beside me. And there's the little bottle, and there's a nice little felt tip to it, and that's the Gamsol I use. And I get those at Michael's. There's a big bottle. And there is the color for the purple. So, like I said, how I do my nibs when I want to change color, I usually have one for the browns, the reds, the pinks, the greens. Sometimes though you're going lighter shade or darker shade. If you're going darker shades, no big deal. But if you're going a really lighter shade, then you want to scrape that end. Or as I do, I take a little pair of scissors that I have from Tim Holtz, and I just trim the ends. And that way too, it helps to have a nice tip that's thin, right? Because you don't want your nib to be really thick at the end, because sometimes if you're going into smaller areas, you need that thinner end to it. So yeah, so I don't use that tool. I use a pair of scissors, because a lot of times too, if your nib is wet, it won't do a nice end. So you kind of want to wait till your nib is kind of dry to use that. So here is the little cheeks. I got my pink. So hope I answered your question. So yeah, like I said, I have a little bowl of all kinds of little nibs beside me. So that's what you want to do, because you don't want to cut or be scraping all the time, because you'll be using your nib pretty quick, right? So here's the blue for my jeans. So yeah, if you have any questions, sometimes I can do this, put it on the video, and maybe answer your question that way. So here I'm just blending in my pencil with my nib and my Gamsol. So that little bottle that I showed you with the little felt tip, perfect. Because if you're soaking your nib into the bottle all the time, you're gonna have too much fluid, and it's just it doesn't help that way. You're wetting too much your paper, and sometimes your paper, if it's not good quality, it might ruin your paper. So I usually use 80-pound Nina Solo white paper. That's what all I use. Every time you see me color, it's Nina white solar paper. That's it. So here it is. She's so cute. And I have the little bench. And I don't do anything fancy with the little design. I just color my bench with the 33, 39. And I bring in the 37. There's the 37. And I just drag that a little bit more each time. Here's the 35, my messy 35. The 33 with the lighter shade. And I used the same pencil that I used for the hair, the dark shade. So that's why I'm not going to show you the pencil again, so you can look back at what color I used there. And I just blend that in. And I will be back on Friday. I'm pretty sure I'm doing one for Friday. So there it is, all done. So look forward to that. And here I'm gonna put that together. And as always, I say, if you're not subscribed to this channel, do so. And then you get all the new videos and all the new releases from CC Design. And if you're at Creating with Cindy, I have different companies that I work for, so you can see all those. So I popped my little bench. So now I'm gonna pop her, but I'm gonna do one layer where the feet are, because she's gonna be sitting on the bench, and the rest of her body will have 2 layers. So she's popped up double time. So she stands out more. Just like so. And I always link my blog to my videos, so then you can look at all the information. It'll be all there too. And I put a little bit of glue on my little flowers. I don't do that much. I do like the look of having little flowers and stuff, but I don't know, I don't usually go that way. But I'm happy it turned out really cute. So there. Just gluing those up. And one more on the other side. And here's the little banner. I'm gonna glue it on and then trim the extra off. That little banner is from CC Design, but a lot of the dies are out of stock, so I didn't put that in my information. but the sentiment is from the same set that she is on. It just, see, you can see I didn't put my stamp back on. And here is the materials that I used for this card. And the flower. Hope you liked my card for today. I had so much fun with this one. And I'll see you all back soon. Bye!